the community around it, and who's using it, who's promoting it, and who's working with it. So it kind of blows away this idea of copyright and intellectual property, and instead it creates the most powerful memes in the world, memes in the broad sense of music and movies and books included in memes, not just little internet memes that we are familiar with. And media itself becomes composable, and the greatest artists are going to have the greatest distribution. It's why, not to pick on our friend, but one reason why I think Joe Rogan and others make mistakes by going to Spotify is that the power of a meme, the power of an idea, is determined by how many computers it's running on. The power of a program is how much computation power it has behind the power of an idea is how many brains is it running in. So if you have good ideas, you want to spread them as far and wide as possible. That's why I'll never charge for a piece of content. And no one in their right mind who has good ideas should. You don't want to restrict the avenues. You want people to recompose your ideas. Akira the Dawn takes stuff that I say and remixes into music, and there's smart nonsense out there making videos and cool animations out of it. And Jack Butcher does visualizations, and this is all free. Or Eric Jorgensen does the almanac. I don't have to do any of it. This is all composability around media. Now, I don't have an underlying monetization mechanism, but if I wanted to, I could issue NFTs against the original content, and there are collectors and people who will pay for that. And my content is just becoming more and more famous. So that's an example of composability in action that extends beyond just software.
Yo, hey. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood Don. It's your friendly neighborhood Don. Shouts out to Naval there talking to Tim Ferriss about how great it is to be now, and about how MEANINGWAVE exists. What's up, Hercules? We got Hercules in the house. How y'all doing out there? Welcome. Smash if ye yonder like, all that type situation, all that stuff. Smash if ye yonder like is It's a beautiful day to be alive, although I kind of, I'll just turn the volume down. There you go. It's up again now. It's not making any noise. Why not? Ah, there you go. That's why. And Hercules is DJing. We got DJ Hercules in the house. What's cracking? That's very nice. Yeah, that's cool. That's Cheeto. Muy Cheeto. Yeah. How you doing, Herc?
Good.
You sure you're good?
Kind of, but I'm also a bit sad. You know why?
No, why are you sad?
Because Roblox is down.
No, really?
Yeah.
How long has Roblox been down?
For 2 days.
Wait, what?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure this should be like an international news story. I'm pretty sure more people use Roblox than Twitter, for example.
Yep. I really want to sing a Friday Night Funkin' song. Can I?
Yeah, if you want.
I want to put some Friday Night Funkin' music on.
Right.
The microphone.
It's broke. There, the microphone's back. Hang on a sec. Let's get to the bottom of this. So, what's going on with Roblox?
I don't know, something. Probably someone just deleted some code accidentally or something, I don't know.
So Roblox is completely down, and it's been down for what, 27 hours?
Yep. Well,
what are all the kids doing?
I don't know, playing Minecraft, playing... I don't know.
What have you been doing?
Playing Minecraft, just shape.
What's that?
Playing Minecraft, playing just shapes and beats. It's not as fun as Roblox.
Is that what you've been doing today, though?
No, I've kind of just been playing. I played Minecraft and watching a lot of YouTube videos.
Since when? Because this morning you were reading Harry Potter. I took Hercules out to get a haircut. I don't know if you all can see Hercules' haircut. The camera's over there. Anyway, Hercules got a pretty epic haircut. What's your haircut based on? What are you doing? Huh?
It's a John Connor haircut.
Who's John Connor?
An actress inside of Terminator 2, which is one of my favorite movies ever.
He's an actor. Actress is when it's a girl.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Hercules got himself a little John Connor from Terminator 2 haircut. But anyway, we went to the coffee shop first, and Hercules is sat there reading his Harry Potter book, and the waitress comes over and she's all like, "Oh, it's so nice to see a child reading a book and not playing a video game." And you completely ignored her.
Yep.
Why?
'Cause I was too deep in my book, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so that's what happened. We did that. What else happened? You went to jiu-jitsu today. How was jiu-jitsu?
Good.
Ow, you don't shout down microphones, you little sod. What do you say?
Sorry.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for calling you a little sod as well. How about that? Yeah. Hercules also got you got a water gun that's very powerful.
It goes so far.
How was jiu-jitsu?
Good.
What happened in jiu-jitsu? Did you choke anyone out? Hey, look at this. You see this on his sleeve? What's that? What's that on your sleeve? What's that white stripe?
A stripe.
That's Hercules' first stripe from his... It says, fact, there are more Roblox users than all mainstream media interface receptors, meaning more people play Roblox than watch CNN, NBC, BBC, CBS, Fox, etc. combined. Stay strong, Herc. Here's $10 for you.
Thank you so much. Now I have $20 of pocket money, which means when Roblox comes back again, I get to buy the Game Pass I've been wanting to get inside of Pet Simulator X, and then I'll be able, to get super rare pets like legendaries and mythicals.
What's this thing?
It's funny.
Yeah. So there you go. And Miranda Alex sent another $10 and said, "Here's Akira's tenner." Hey, thanks. Thanks, Miranda Alex. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And backing up on that factoid, how many Roblox users are there? Does anyone know how many Roblox users are there? Like, according to Miranda Alex, it's more people.
I know.
Oh, you know?
Kinda, but you're able to check on the Roblox page thing.
All right, you talk to the people.
And you're gonna check?
Yeah.
You're gonna check? Okay. Can we play some Harry Potter music?
No, the stream will get blocked.
Oh.
I can only play my own music now for fear of YouTube deleting this channel after they hit the second channel with a takedown strike.
With a nuke.
Yeah.
Yep, with a nuke. Okay.
Tell them what's going on in Harry Potter.
You know what? I'll just sing you the best song ever. Number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. Get down. Got 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friends got downed. I revived him. Now we're heading southbound. Go ahead, look at the park streets. Go ahead, look at the mark streets. Take me to your Xbox. Play Fortnite today. Okay, I don't know the rest of the words. Yeah. Beep bop beep it up beep bop 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 beep it up beep. Okay, I'll stop. Hey.
We're gonna have to get you your own headphones. Make some noise for young Herc there. Roblox user statistics. Let's have a look. What's going on? Roblox has got. Actually, let's do this. Let's have a little competition in the chat. All right. How many without cheating? How many daily users does Roblox have? Let me see in the chat right now. YouTube hero Alex, keep an eye on if anyone wins. I'll give you 20 seconds. Hercules, countdown from 20.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Wait, hold on. Someone doesn't know what Roblox is?
Keep counting.
Wow. Okay, I'll talk with you in a second. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so wait, what?
All right. So let's see what people are saying. Tim W says, "What is Roblox?" You know what Roblox is. Tim is Tim's a crypto enthusiast and all-round futurist, so he obviously knows what Roblox is. Eichmann Reed reckons 200,000 daily users. Fool Killer thinks 17 million. Chuck Lemang thinks 780k. John McGarvey thinks 60k. XX Madrog Madja thinks maybe 500,000. Mike Can says 33 million. What do you think, Hercules?
Oh, well, what it really is... Check it, Dada.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I literally saw it.
Oh, okay.
It is... Show me again, please. It's something. Roblox has 43.2 million users every day.
43.2 million daily active users. 43.2 million. There are 9.5 million developers, just developers on the platform. All right? You hear that? You hear that? 43.2 million daily active users. Roblox has over 40 million games on it. 67% of Roblox users are under 16. 202 million monthly active users. Hey! Yo! So Roblox has been down for over 24 hours. Why isn't this an international news story? Where is the president? Huh? Where's the president? If like CNN was down, it would be like a massive thing. And nobody fucking watches that. That just plays in airports. No actual people watch it. What the heck? Yo, I mean, my goodness, Mowgli. What's that, Hercules? Why are you laughing? That's what the name of the beat is. Why is that funny? Why are you laughing at my beat name? Alright, fine. Anyway, Tim W says, almost as many as attended the Metaverse set. Am I right? Exactly. By the way, that Metaverse set, shouts out to everyone who was at the Metaverse set. The Metaverse set was so successful that Facebook have changed their name because they want to be associated. Right. That's how epic the set was. Shouts out to everyone who was at that. Who was at that? Make some noise once in the chat if you were at the Metaverse set. You know? I was there. It was great. It was flipping brilliant. Shouts out to Fool Killer. Fool Killer was there. I was trying to find people. I couldn't find anyone. But I was getting too distracted by how awesome it was. Thank you, Robert Easley, for the super chat. Thank you, Rodzo, for the super chat. And thank you, David Merwin, for the $10 super chat. Very nice, all of you. Very nice, all of you. John McGarvey says, gangs of children roaming around ignoring people for a good read. Yeah. Ones in the chat. Look at all the ones. Look at all the ones. Who wants to return to the metaverse? Who would like some more metaverse activities? Who would like to see more Meaningwave sort of like metaverse sets? Do let me know. What about you, Herc? What did you think of the metaverse?
I wasn't there because my computer is kind of bad at running that stuff. But I really want to make an account or something, so I might be there. I hope.
Yeah, you should definitely be there.
I don't know if I can, but whatever. Yeah, definitely.
Better computer for Hercules. I'm getting a better computer. It's coming at Christmas. You know, Eichmann Reed says Roblox set. Oh man, I would like to play in Roblox. That would be cool. Ozzy Smith says, I want the Inside Job NFT but can't afford the gas. The Inside Job NFT went. Unless you mean, maybe the artwork one is still available. The music video went. Also, shouts out to, who was it? Who got the, someone went ham today. Someone went turbo ham and got themselves 2 Meaningwave NFTs. 2 nifty Meaningwaves. Who was it? Why can't I see? Oh yeah. Do you know what this is called, Hercules? Dead air. Well, it's almost dead air. It's when someone's like blathering during a broadcast because they don't know what they're doing. You know, they're trying to find out some information. Yeah. Trying to find some information. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find some information. Yes, I am. Oh, Pivar. Shouts out to Pivar. Pivar got the drinking song music video NFT. And the What Would You Be Like NFT for 0.3 ETH each. What's up, Hercules?
Can I play a song?
Well, it depends who it's by.
It's not a copyright one.
What is it?
One of your songs. Can I play it?
Yeah, you can. Which one?
I won't tell you. I'll whisper it in your ear. And then.
But then you will tell me. Okay. All right, I see. Okay, go on then. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, Hercules would like to play a song. Do you want to DJ it? Do you want to press play on it and all that type of stuff? You want to press play? Yeah. All right, let's get it. Let's do that thing. Alright, do you want to introduce the song? Yeah, you need to DJ. Okay, so you just say up. Okay, fine.
This is my favorite MEANINGWAVE song. Okay?
Ever?
Yeah.
Why is it your favorite MEANINGWAVE song?
'Cause it's so funny. Here we go.
Hey.
Everybody is someone else's weirdo. Everybody is someone else's weirdo. Everybody is someone else's weirdo. Everybody. Do you ever feel to yourself, man, I am so weird. If anybody found out how, I'd be in trouble. Because, man, I'm so weird. Well, I would like to introduce to you the basket case theory, something I developed when I was a young man to explain what I was witnessing. And it goes like this. If you meet a stranger, could be somebody you want to date, or just somebody you work with, maybe just a friend. When you meet them, don't they seem pretty complete? Have their act together pretty well? Man, that's a stranger. I wish I could be like that stranger, because that stranger doesn't have anything weird about them. They've got their act together, and on the inside, pretty confident and pretty capable. And then time goes by, and you learn about your date, or your friend, or your coworker, and suddenly there's a flaw. Oh, I didn't see that on day one, but there does seem to be a flaw. Maybe a little weirdness. Day 10, looks like there's more than one flaw. 2 years later, well, I guess everybody's fucked up. That's the basket case theory. Everybody looks good until you get to know them. Once you get to know a human being, it's always basket cases. Well, I guess everybody's fucked up. That's the basket case theory. Everybody looks good until you
Get
know them. Once you get to know a human being, they're always baskets.
Always.
Always. Just different kinds of baskets. As soon as you realize that every fucking person is a basket case, you're free. You're free. What is it that bothers you more than anything, as long as you're healthy and you have a job? What bothers you more than anything is what people think of you, or what you think they think of you, what they might think of you, or how they would treat you if you did this embarrassing thing. They're not better than you. Basket case theory. They're not better than you. They're just people you don't know that well. That's it. There's nothing else to the story. You just don't know them that well. If you did, you wouldn't be impressed. Everybody's fucked up.
Hey.
That's the basket case theory.
man, that's just reminded me of something. So that was Basket Case Theory. Hercules, what's going on in the chat? You want to read some messages? Hey, look, we got Axel Stacks there sent an $11.11 super chat. That's nice. What's he say?
I got a Barlimo, but big ups and seen that metaverse.
Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, no, you did read it. I got a bail, LMAO, with big ups, and I seen that metaverse. Oh, you seen it. You seen it, you know? You seen it. Yeah! You seen it.
Can you play Tarantulas? Is that one of your songs?
Tarantulas.
Oh, what? It has been such good months.
Oh, that's because Ill Ink. That's from Ill Ink, who's been a subscriber for 8 months. 8 whole months. 8 months, buddy! Amazing. Hey, look, Evan. We got Evan there. Read the chat. Come on. Evan says, hey from Canada. That's nice. Any other messages? Hey, Herky, hold this.
You summoned. I play Meaningstream when people are in my car. They ain't even on this level. Ain't ready for the vibes like you, bro. I still bump your shit anyway, 'cause you got that real meaningful music.
Yeah.
Yeah. My eyes are watering because it's so bright. Yeah.
I forgot about this. All at once. What's that face? One of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Who's in the house? Chill Canucks in the house. Logan Myers is in the house. Ill Ink's in the house. Rozzo's in the house. D-Man's in the house. Yeah! Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Basket Case Theory, baby. What's up? What's up? Shouts out to everybody locked in. We have young Hercules has just disappeared. He's gone. Where's he gone? Yeah, he just straight up ducked, baby. He ducked. I think that was the most Hercules we've had on a stream for a while, huh? Hey! Anyway, what's cracking with you? How you all doing? Rodzor says, I love you. Ain't that nice? We love you too. We got Mike Betters in the house. Robert Easy says, loved Green Day back in the day. Shit, who didn't? Who formed, anyone out there form a punk band because they really liked Green Day? I know loads of people who did. Anyway, nobody correctly guessed the Roblox number, so nobody won that prize. Maybe we'll have another competition, I don't know. Jake Gooty says he ghosted you right before Halloween. I know, what's up with that? Hey, I was lucky, I dodged a bullet today. My CrossFit sensei, Yago, I thought he said that it was like a Halloween dress-up thing at CrossFit today. I've been so occupied with doing all this music. I only remembered it just before I went to CrossFit, and I didn't have no outfit or nothing. Then I got there, nobody was dressed up as anything. I was like, phew, I dodged a bullet there. I said, "Oi, Jago, where's your costume? Donde esta tu costume?" He's like, "That's lunes, hermana, lunes." Ah, shit. Like, I mean, it's really hot. I'm a gringo. I sweat 10 times as much as anyone else, you know? I am not Mexican. Mexicans are used to the heat that they got. I am not. I was raised in North Wales, where it is rainy and windy 98% of the year. I was at CrossFit yesterday, and he's just showing us how to do this complicated snatch thing where you like start off, you do like a deadlift, then you pull it up, and then you jump into a position with it above your head type thing, right? And we're just learning how to do the maneuver with a fucking plastic pole. And I am sweating so much, right? There's like a pool, there's a literal pool of sweat around me, right? And he's like, "Akira, show us your stance, Akira." So I do the thing, you know, I do the, like that guy. And I fucking spray everybody with sweat. We're all in like a circle, and the extent of my wetness and lubrication, I fucking splatter everybody with, you know, with my water. You know, if it was Dune, everyone would have loved me, and everyone would have been mad happy with me, you know. As it was not Dune. But that suffices to say, my point being, I wear like MEANINGWAVE shorts and a MEANINGWAVE tank top. How you wear a costume to CrossFit? Like, what kind of costume could you possibly wear to CrossFit that would not, you know, get in the way of everything you were doing and be really inconvenient, inappropriate? I can't think of a single thing. I literally can't think of a single thing. I'm gonna go to CrossFit dressed as a guy going to the gym. Like what? What? Literally what? If anyone has any ideas, please put them in the chat. Fulkiller says Akira uses splash. Yeah, that's my splash. Rodswell says clean and jerk. That's the one. Yeah. Even Pepperhouse says, "I make training videos at work. Could you say this tailgate video is brought to you by Evan Productions?" I mean, I could. I just didn't I? Ha! How about that? Ill Ink says, "First guy I fell for in high school looked a hell of a lot like Billy Joe." Billy Joe? That's kind of the only reason I liked him. Oh, you mean Billy Joe from Green Day? Really? Do people... I never thought of him as being a guy that people liked like that. I always thought he was like a sort of squishy looking fella, but no, shout out to that guy. I wonder what he's doing now, Ill Ink. What do you think he's doing now, that first crush of yours? Shout out to all those first crushes, you know. Mason says anything with a cape. A cape is really going to get in your way, right? You try and do burpees with a cape on. You know what I mean? You get like, I mean, nah, that's not a good idea. Squiggly Dig says, "Go as Jocko Willink." How do you dress up as Jocko Willink? How'd you do that? What do you do? Like, shave your head and snarl? Like, to dress up as Jocko Willink, you need to go to the gym for 30 years just to get in the shape of Jocko Willink. It's a very difficult costume. I don't know how you would pull that one off. How do you dress up as Jocko Willink? You get like a muscle suit, a can of Go, like a piece of paper, a stack of papers. Get a stack of papers and just sort of walk around holding a stack of papers, glaring at people, maybe? I don't know. Andrew Kamaromi says, "Ben Riley's costume seems appropriate." What, fucking clone Spider-Man? Shouts out to anyone who knows who Ben Riley is. That's the clone Spider-Man. He wore a hoodie. That's not appropriate. I can't want to be wearing a hoodie at CrossFit. I would die. Sheila says, "Black t-shirt, black pants, and a snarl." Rodzor says, "I died." Jake says, "Go as Leonidas from 300. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. That could work. That's basically like, what is that? Like some pants. What is his outfit? He's got a cape as well. Didn't I fucking dress as him last Halloween on the stream last Halloween? Didn't I literally do that in the thumbnail? I think I did. You guys. I think that's what's happened. Robert Easley says, "R.I.P. Ben Riley." You talking about like Uncle Ben, or are you talking about the clone Spider-Man? Did they kill the clone Spider-Man? I don't know what happened with Spider-Man. I started reading Spider-Man comics in like 94, maybe something like that. Ozzy Smith says he wears a skirt. Who does? Who does? Oh, Leonidas. Yeah. Ivan Reed says 300 is a good idea for sure. Il Ing says, my first crush became a drug and alcohol counselor. I thought you were going to say addict. He's likely raising a family and his meaning in his work. I'm trying to work out if that's a bitter text. Would it be better if he was a drug and alcohol addict and is likely vomiting in a sidewalk? Would that be better? I don't know. Logan Meyer says, go as Terrence McKenna. Yeah, go to CrossFit on loads of DMT. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to CrossFit on loads of DMT. And I'm going to babble about elves. That's what I'm going to do. And that's going to go down really well. What was it today? I was wearing my Shadow shirt, and Yago, my instructor, was like, oh, is that an anime? What is that? And I said, that's from a mixtape I did about the concept of the shadow. Jung's concept of the shadow. Are you aware of that, Jago? And he went, nope. And then I explained it to him. And then we realized how comical that was, because I was covered in sweat. I'd just been doing burpees. And then we're like talking about integrating one shadow and what have you in the middle of, anyway. He likes me, you know. I'm entertaining. Logan Meyer says, that the Joe Rogan way. Shaz has a Joe Rogan. He's killing it right now. Joe Rogan, I got a bunch of messages. Joe Rogan posted a story that had one of our songs in it. Hey, how about that? We had some good Meaning Wave Exist moments this week. Good Meaning Wave Exist moments. That was a good one. Naval gave us a shout out on Tim Ferriss's podcast, which I played at the very beginning of the show. I also like the way he didn't do any kind of, do you know who Akira the Don is? He just said it of course you know who Akira the Don is. Everyone knows who Akira the Don is. Of course, he's amazing. Shouts out to Ruben. Dave Rubin, future governor of California. Future governor of California, Dave Rubin, said something really nice about freedom for chains. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was very nice. It was very nice what he said, so thank him for that. Meaning Wave exists. Meaning Wave out there existing. Oh yeah, he said, this is just so brilliant and powerful. Truth through art. Beautiful. That's a nice thing to say, isn't it? I'd vote for you, Dave. Jacob says, pull a heavy and go as a firefighter. Condridge Joel says, I shared your Dune Wave track with my friend who's into Dune. Also my brother, because we went to the movie last night. How's everyone enjoying the Dune movie? The Dune movie. They're making part 2. Part 2 is confirmed. Tommy Landry says, who's Joe Rogan? Oh, Fear Factory guy. Just Googled him. Il Ing says, there's a tennis player in the Royal Tenenbaums. That'd be a good CrossFit outfit. Honestly, all these outfits are too many clothes for me. I get too hot. I'm too sweaty gringo. That guy wears a t-shirt. I can't do it. Yeah. Robert Easy said, I loved seeing Dune. Phil Killer says, I still haven't seen either of them. Either what? Either Dune film. Oh, David Lynch one or the new one. Huh. Julia Hines says, go as Bruce Jenner. B4 trance. Trance. Did he have a mullet back in the day? I can't remember. Ozzy says, how does everyone feel about Dave Rubin selling locals? Man, he flipped that shit quick, huh? That was a nice maneuver. That was a nice maneuver right there. Just whoop. Just flip that shit. Mike Can says, I'm looking forward to part 2 of Dune. I like the world building in the first movie.
Akira. He's got clout.
This is from Friedrich Nietzsche.
Special request for Ozzy Smith.
The philosopher who announced the death of God. What he meant by that was that the fundamental metaphysics that underlie Western culture had lost their foundation. And that the consequence of that would be the disintegration of the idea of value itself. Especially of value hierarchies. He thought of the inevitable consequence of that, or one of the inevitable consequences of that, a dramatic move towards a doctrine of radical equality. See, because if value itself is destroyed, the value distinction between things, so that one thing is not any better than another, then there's no reason for hierarchies of virtue or of value. And so the equality doctrine is a logical outcome. So here's what he wrote about that. Behold, this is the hole of the tarantula. Do you want to see the tarantula itself? Here hangs its web. Touch it so that it trembles. There it comes willingly. Welcome, tarantula. Your triangle and symbol sits black on your back. And I also know what sits in your soul. Revenge sits in your soul. Wherever you bite, black scabs grow. Your poison makes the soul whirl with revenge. Thus I speak to you in a parable. You who make souls whirl. You preachers of equality. To me, you are tarantulas and secretly vengeful. But I shall bring your secrets to light. Therefore, I laugh in your faces. My laughter of the heights. Therefore, I tear at your webs, that your rage may lure you out of your lie holes, and your revenge may leap out from behind your word. Justice. For that man be delivered from revenge. That is for me the bridge to the highest hope, and a rainbow after long storms. The tarantulas, of course, would have it otherwise. What justice means to us is precisely that the world be filled with the storms of our revenge. Thus they speak to each other. We shall wreak vengeance and abuse on all whose equals we are not. Thus do the tarantula hearts vow. And will to equality shall henceforth be the name for virtue. And against all that has power, we want to raise our clamor. You preachers of equality. The tyrannomania of impotence clamors thus out of you for equality. Your most secret ambitions to be tyrants thus shroud themselves in words of virtue. Aggrieved conceit, repressed envy, perhaps the conceit and envy of your fathers, erupt from you as a flame, and as the frenzied unveiled secret of the Father. They are like enthusiasts, but it is not the heart that fires them, but revenge. And when they become elegant and cold, it is not the spirit, but envy that makes them elegant and cold. Their jealousy leads them even on the paths of thinkers, and this is the sign of their jealousy. They always go too far, till their weariness must in the end lie down to sleep in the snow. Tarantulas. 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 Out of every one of their complaints sounds revenge. In their praise there is always a sting, and to be a judge seems bliss to them. But thus I counsel you, my friends, mistrust all in whom the impulse to punish is powerful. They are people of a low sort and stock, the hangman and the bloodhound. 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 Look out of their faces. Mistrust all who talk much of their justice. Verily, their souls lack more than honey, and when they call themselves the good and the just, do not forget that they would be Pharisees, if only they had power. My friends, I do not want to be mixed up and confused with others. Some preach my doctrine of life and are at the same time preachers of equality. And tarantulas, although they are sitting in their holes, these poisonous spiders, with their backs turned on life, they speak in favor of life, but only because they wish to hurt. To hurt those who now have power. For among those, the preaching of death is still most at home. If it were otherwise, the tarantulas would teach otherwise. They themselves were once the foremost slanderers of the world. And murderers! The heretics. I do not wish to be mixed up and confused with these preachers of equality.
Akira. He's got clout.
Whoa! Akira the Don, Jordan Peterson, Tarantulas came out 2 years ago on Halloween. Very good Halloween song, perfect Halloween song, really. Fucking terrifying how prescient that was. Shouts out to Nietzsche, aka Nietzsche Damas.
I'm the happiest man on the planet Earth. So people may take this as so many people do. We live in a very weakened society. So when they hear a throwback guy like me from back in the ancient days of Garanimals, they often think this guy is just whatever. So if you think that I'm some unhappy guy, you're wrong. Having lived the life I've lived and seeing the other side, not being afraid to attack what was in front of me, has made me happy. That made me very happy. Basically, I just don't walk around with a daggone smile on my face all day. So, Merry Christmas. What the dark side is We all have a cookie jar, and we all have a jar of fuck.
What?
We all have a cookie jar, and we all have a jar of fuck. We all have a cookie jar, and we all have a jar of fuck. We all have a cookie jar.
Yeah, we do. What's up? Bravery, thank you for the $3 super chat. What about you, Komaromi?
We all
says, can everyone in MAZ send some oxytocin to my wife, Bianca, and baby on the way? We need to kickstart labor. We're getting close to post-term. We want her to have home birth. P.S. Much love to the Maz. She'd love to hear the individual. I'm so confused by all of that. But I'm not a doctor, you know what I mean? So if you all know what that means, do that.
We all have it.
I'll tell you what worked for us, because we had a home birth. And my homie Big Nasty was around. I had a studio in the house, you know. And Nasty came around and he was smoking this stuff called amnesia.
And we all have a jar of fuck.
So we was in the studio making some songs and hotboxing out the studio with the amnesia.
And we all have a jar of fuck.
And I guess that shit like seeped through the very, very soundproofed walls and shit. Because Charlotte went into labor. So if anyone can get some amnesia over to Andrew Komaromi. Stats!
A cookie jar.
Stats!
We all have a jar of fuck. It's a jar of fuck, man, where shit just ain't going right. And in Hell Week, what they do in Hell Week, because this is where I really went to the dark side. What they do in Hell Week is they design Hell Week to find your flaws. And they do a really good job of that. It's 130 hours of continuous training. You may get 2 hours of sleep. And they beat the shit out of you and find everything wrong with your mental. And then they start Hell Week. And that's the beauty of it. For me, I'm not some nasty God-given guy. You know, I don't have a great bit of talent in anything. So what got me through horrible times was the dark side. My name is David Goggins. I created Goggins. Goggins is the guy that can take anything you put in front of him. We all have a cookie jar.
That's right.
And we all have a jar of
fuck. Yeah, you heard that right, Il Inc.
We all have
a cookie jar.
And we all have a jar of fuck.
Aye. You know about the cookie jar? You know what the cookie jar is.
And we all have a
cookie jar. That's you know when you do some fucking powerful shit like have a baby. You put that in the cookie jar, and if you're ever in a situation where you're like, I don't know if I can do this, you can go in your cookie jar and be like, ah, shit, I know, motherfucker, what had a baby.
A cookie jar.
I can do some push-ups.
We all have a jar of.
I had a baby. I can do this tax return. I had a baby.
A cookie jar.
And then the jar of fuck. Well, I guess that's the opposite. You know what I mean?
Jar of fuck.
Ah, shit. Julia Hines coming through with the like a medica. Julia Hines, is that a medica? Fuck. See that? See? Ooh. I just had a little stingy boy. Oxytocin, I don't know, is the chemical in women's bodies that is the catalyst for starting active labor. Man-made RX is called Peterson. So that sounds like a Nintendo game. Peterson. Anyway, I don't have any of that shit, but if anyone's got any of that shit.
Have a jar of fuck.
Hey!
You wanna
What's up, Michael McRae?
Jar. And we have a jar of fuck.
Listen.
We all have a cookie jar, and we all have a jar of fuck. You wanna break my motherfucking legs? So be it. I have a way of going to a place like I did in that race, where all the pain and suffering that they put on top of me in Hell Week, I will reverse that pain and suffering, and I will take your soul. For every instructor that put me through Budge, my job, what drove me, was I wanted you to go home that night after you beat the living shit out of me, and I smiled in your face. I wanted you to feel worse than I did, and you were going home to a nice warm bed with your wife or your kids and a nice meal, and I was still out there in the grip, suffering for another 100 hours. I wanted you to think about me, knowing that I'm comfortable, being very unfucking comfortable. And I want you to think about when you went through fucking Hell Week, how uncomfortable you were and how bad you wanted to quit, knowing I'm not thinking that fucking way. So the dark side is something that I've designed. It's an evil place I can go that very few things can hurt me. We all have a cookie jar, and we all have a jar of fuck. We all have a cookie jar, and we all have a jar of fuck. I use the hurt you're trying to put on me, I flip it upside down and use it. You trying to use it for kryptonite? No, it's power pillars for me. I'm using it for strength. I just flip negative into positive, that's all it is.
Do I feel happy in life? Let's see. Let's say I hope I'm finding happiness. Right? Well, for me, if I can realize certain things in my work, I come the closest to being happy, and I can say that also about my life. So it only happens, I think, in moments. Sometimes when I'm working, and I'll be able to fulfill a scene truthfully, and I think I'm the happiest. What I find is very stimulating to keep studying and working, but I'm not just generally happy. If I'm generally anything, I guess I'm generally miserable. I'm not just generally happy. If I'm generally anything, I guess I'm generally miserable. I'm not just generally happy. If I'm generally anything, I guess I'm generally miserable. I don't know. Sometimes. I don't know. I think sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Which is natural, I guess, for everyone. I would like to be more sociable than I am. On some days. Sometimes I chat when I'm not pleased, but sometimes the work itself requires more, that I'm quiet and to myself more. And other days, like doing a musical number, I try not to get too, I like to be more outgoing. because that's what I have to express, and so I try to keep it general. I try. Even if I feel like it or not, I try to make the effort to make contact with people around me. Yes, because I could easily be alone. It doesn't bother me to be alone. Some people I know, they don't like to be alone. I don't mind it. I need it as a rest, and yeah, it kind of refreshes myself. Yeah. And a rest. I'm not just generally happy. If I'm generally anything, I guess I'm generally miserable. I'm not just generally happy. If I'm generally anything, I guess I'm generally miserable. I think there's two things in human beings that they, as I think there is in myself, that they want to be alone, but they also want to be together. You know? Because I think I have also a gay side to me, also a sad side. And I think that's the way with people also. So there is something in people. They need solitude for a while.
Now, the third function of a mythological tradition is to validate and maintain a certain moral order. Now, these moral orders greatly differ from one society to another. For example, the requirements of a primitive hunting community are very, very different from the primitive planting community. What is required of the young men and women is in each case quite different. Likewise, in a complex society of differentiated tasks with professional doctors, medical men, astronomers, scientists, governing people, trading people, all of these coordinated in one society, we have a quite different social problem, quite different moral problem from that of a simple primitive community.
The individual must be shaped. He must be made to react in the way that I cause you want to. The individual must be shaped. He must be made to react in the way that I cause you want to.
And so there is this variation from society to society in terms of the social orders. Now, some of these social orders are extremely ruthless and fierce in their requirements and extremely narrow in their demands. Individuals may be thus divorced, separated, so to say, from their own nature. Read some of the descriptions in the anthropological works of the primitive initiation rites. What is done to the young people in some primitive societies in order to test their courage, in order to integrate them in the social group? Now, most societies are extremely dogmatic and fierce in their integration of the individual. The individual is born as a separate entity. He is carved up, so to say, and made to fit into a pattern that the society requires. It doesn't require a total man. It requires a part man. Not an individual, but a dividuum. Someone who has been divided up and put into a notch. The individual must be shaped. He must be made to react in a way that causes the individual must be shaped. He must be made to react
in a way that causes you wants to.
This happens in the most primitive societies already. Nature produces this wonderfully rich being, full of possibilities. The society, and you cannot blame society, it requires a certain specific limited type. It's got to have that, otherwise it can't exist. And so the individual is, so to say, carved in shape, scarified and teeth knocked out. His body is changed so that he'll know I'm a member of this group, not that group.
What?
The individual must be shaped. He must be made to react in the way that culture wants. The individual must be shaped. He must be made to react in the way that culture wants.
Yeah. He must be made to react in the way that culture wants. Must be made to react in a way that I cause you wants to. What's up, baby? Il Ink was asking in the chat if who has babies. Wondering what percentage of the live MEANINGWAVE Autonomous Zone audience has babies. I put up a poll. I just noticed that I have that power.
Shaping the person.
And currently 48% say they have babies. 52% have no babies. In 2 minutes of polling data from 22 votes thus far. We got scientific polling abilities right now. What a time to be alive.
Moves, so to say, from his own nature. From his own nature. From his own nature.
Darling. Hello, darling. What's that? I've got water. I'm not hydrating, am I? I'm not hydrating. Someone should tell me to hydrate. So I'm really not hydrating. Thank you, darling. Speaking of babies, Cindy Bailey says, I got 3 babies. Kevin Little says, I have built droids, but no babies yet. I wonder if droids counts as babies. Becca H says, do they have to be babies right now? No. I have one, but it's been about 38 years since he was a baby. No. Any age, they're baby. They're always babies, aren't they? They're always going to be babies. They're always going to be your baby. Anyway, we've got the 8th merch capsule dropping in the store on Monday. And so for you lovely humans, I've just made you a little 10% discount code because we're going to be getting rid of some stuff from the store to make room for the new stuff. And we're going to actually, soon, not right away, but we're going to get rid of almost everything and kind of reboot. But yeah, we got a bunch of new stuff coming on Monday. So for those of you that are here right now, use code BEBES, BEBES, at checkout of meaningwave.com and get 10% off your order with code BEBES. Isn't it amazing how my mind works, right? You see my mind working. I'm there playing a song. You know, I'm playing a special song for Andrew Kamaromi and his lovely lady, you know, and their forthcoming Bebe. And then I notice Ill Ink talking about bebes. And then I think, I've got the power to make polls now. I noticed that earlier. Let me try and make a poll. And then I also made and then that led to me thinking about, I should give them a discount. I haven't given you a discount in a while. All of these things happen all at once. It's very amazing. Very amazing. While that was happening, someone made a bid on the Meaningwave Live Metaverse Festival set NFT, which went up yesterday. Someone has bid 0.2 ETH on that. I'm going to. Some of them are going up as just buy immediately, and then some are going up as auction. I put that one up as auction because a few people probably wanted it, like, that would be made aware of its existence. So I thought, okay, I'll let that one be an auction so that people have an opportunity rather than, the first person who sees it gets it. Anyway, so shouts out to you. Who was that? Was that Present? Present! First bid on the Metaverse Festival set NFT. I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed making it, performing it, doing it. Like, a lot went into that. I developed a whole bunch of new techniques in order to achieve the effects within that. That was a combination. Once again, I really like doing this. It's a combination of very, very old technology and very, very bleeding edge technology. So the visual look, effects, etc. on the live set I put together for the Metaverse Festival was a combination of what I've been developing over here with this television and this various analog equipment over here on this side of the room. But it was also utilizing what's now possible using an iPhone and its kind of infrared. An iPhone, because of its multiple cameras and some other weird shit about it, can detect a human. So you can have a bunch of moving shapes and it knows which one's human. And then you can use that to route that into effects modules to generate additive and subtractive effect situations and chains. So I was utilizing that combined with the analog stuff to achieve the visual effects in that set. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. I spent a lot of time doing it. It was normally I don't spend days and days like developing, but anyway. So, and then someone left a comment saying, "Oh yeah, that's Red Giant Magic Bullet plugin, isn't it?" I was like, "No, it's really not a plugin. It's a sophisticated sequence of events and techniques that I've developed over the course of a long time." You son of a bitch! I can't actually use Red Giant plugins at the moment because I'm working off of an M1 Mac. And Red Giant is one of these companies who haven't updated their software to work on the M1 Mac, even though it's been out a year now. And what I've noticed about these companies, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, what I've noticed about the companies that have not yet updated their shit for the M1 Mac, they all have something in common. And what they have in common is that they are subscription-based. So Red Giant, you pay like $500 a year, and you don't own the software. You get access to their suite. And when you first sign up for that, you think it's a pretty good deal because their shit, like to buy it, it's like $5,000 or something. But the problem is, you do now no longer have the option of buying it you have to rent it. In the future, you learn nothing, and you'll be joyful or whatever the fuck. Right? So you rent it, and basically, if you're in a situation where they don't bother updating for the M1 Mac and you can no longer use it, you still have to fucking pay for it. And if you want to open any of your projects and shit, you can't. You have to open it on an older computer. That's what you have to do. Any of your existing projects, you have to somehow find access to an older computer and some shit like that. And the way these companies work is like you basically give them money every month because you need to access your projects and use this software. And they know basically you'll just pay them every month forever now because you need that shit. And they don't really have to update, and they don't really have to fix problems with the same speed that they would if they were just getting a one-off payment once in a while. Know what I mean? So that's just another reason why that you'll rent everything and you'll be happy thing is just fucking, aside from being evil, it's just also impractical. It's deeply impractical. So there. Fool Killer says, the classic Akira subscription tangent. The classic! What up, Horbster says, hey, Akira. Icon Reed says, why do you buy Apple? I used to be PC guy, and I was a PC guy, and I was working with Stephen Hague on my second album. Stephen Hague is a legendary producer. He did True Faith for New Order. He did West End Girls for the Pet Shop Boys. He did the Universal for Blur. He did Bjork. He did all sorts of great stuff. And I respect him a great deal, you know. And I was very much in sort of student mode when I was working with him. I was really trying to soak up as much wisdom as I could. And he used a Mac, and he used Logic. And I was using Fruity Loops and Acid at the time. And he showed me Logic. And Logic is only on a Mac. It's Mac software. And he showed me Logic, and there was stuff that you could do with Logic, and there was ways you could work, and there was a kind of sonic capability that I did not have access to with Fruity Loops and Acid. Cracked off Kazaa. I love living in the future, baby. All that, you know. So he convinced me to switch to Mac just purely for the music making side of things. So I did, you know, and that's why I use a Mac. And I do not regret it at all. There's some problems with that. There's some problems with that company. Oh, by Jove! But they've worked very well for me. I've been using them since like 2009 or something now. I don't know how I don't know. I use a PC as well, so I've got a PC there, and I use the PC for my streaming and video capture stuff. So I work with PCs and Macs. That over there, right there, that's a PC laptop, and that does a great job for what it does. And this guy does a great job for what it does. And I've got to say, what I'm doing now, trapping out the Airbnb, right, with this mobile setup while I'm in exile, I think that's been basically made possible by this M1 Mac chip, which is just incredible. What I'm able to do on this single MacBook Air, which I DJ on, I produce on, I make all these videos, I'm doing everything on this thing. And that I'm able to work at the level I'm at on this. You know, it's got bottlenecks, it's not my supercomputer, but it's a miracle. It's a bloody miracle. And it came out just in time. It appeared just in time. Like the laptops that existed a couple of months before I had to get yeeted out of the country would not have been able to do all this stuff. So that's another miracle, you know. There's so many miracles. Dark, I got some super chats to shout out. Thank you very much for your support. Dark sent 1999, which is very nice, and says, greetings to the greatest Waverlord. On this side of our gorgeous, flat, and domed dipole electromagnetic dome, may the gods bestow their blessings upon us. May our eyes be clear to see, and our hands be strong to hold. Salute. And if that's not a powerful message, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? I don't know what is. So shouts out to you. Man like Horbster says, I sold my house this year, and the whole "you'll own nothing and be happy" made me nervous about selling it. Did you buy another house? Where do you live now? Horbster continues, I hope it was the right move. I'm going to put all the money I got from the house into Akira NFTs. WEF can never take those away from me. This is true. The World Economic Forum cannot take your MEANINGWAVE NFTs. And I'm working on a plan to sort those fuckers out, don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. We're all going to make it, lads and lasses. We're all going to make it. Miranda Alex says, Alex pointed out my Budweiser-induced mistake, not Steve Harvey, but Paul. Yay, my brain, LMFAO. Did I miss a message? Thank you, God, Steve Harvey and Akira. Steve Harvey. That is funny. If possible, if not, listening after stream regardless. Time is precious. Take action. Show love and kindness. Yes, exactly. I agree. I agree. Alex always comes through with a clutch. Clutch messages from Miranda Alec. Landy Lodge says, keep crushing, brother. And thanks. I will. Andrew Kamaromi says, we all have oxytocin in our cookie jars. It's released by being most excellent to one another. Hugs, for example. The last part of my message was in reference to Joseph Campbell, the individual. I played it. Yes. That's good. I'm glad that worked. And yeah, freedom to chains, baby. Freedom to chains. That was the instrumental from Happy as Fuck. Happy as Fuck. Kira the Don and Joseph Rogan. Modern classic right there. Absolute modern classic. And speaking of modern classics, I'm going to play you a record now. And I knew it was great when I wrote it, you know. And I'll tell you this. Where I tweeted. Let's see, what is that tweet? And it came up in one of my analytic things. I've been experimenting with some Twitter analytic-y software that you know tells you stuff, and it'll go, oh, this was tweets of yours that were good, and this is tweets of yours that weren't good, some shit like that. And what did I tweet? On October 5th, at like 3 a.m, very excited, I tweeted, think I just wrote my best song so far. Thank you, God. And I think I must have been referring to that, because I was very excited when I wrote this song. I was like, oh, this is a great song. Yeah. This is a really good song. And here it is, you guys. Miranda Alec, all of y'all.
How come after thousands of years of experiment, our new nation has come so far so fast? All this in less than 200 years. What is the secret of our success? Well, I think it had to do with a basic American's creed. Perhaps it never passed the pioneer's lips in this form, but if it had, I think he would have said something like this. I believe in my God, in my country, and in myself. I believe in my God, in my country, and in myself. I know that sounds like a trite, too simple thing to say, and yet it's a rare man today who will dare to stand up and say, I believe in my God, and my country, and in myself. And in that order. When the early American pioneer first turned his eyes toward the west, there were only Indian trails, or traces as they were called, for him to follow through the wilderness. Do you know today you can roller skate from San Diego to Plymouth Rock? In this little bitty instant, as historical time is measured, our 7% of the Earth's population has come to possess more than half of all the world's good things. How come? Well, sir, when that early pioneer turned his eyes toward the west, he didn't demand that somebody else look after him. He didn't demand a free education. He didn't demand a guaranteed rocking chair at eventide. He didn't demand that somebody else take care of him if he got ill or got old. There was an old-fashioned philosophy in those days that a man was supposed to provide for his own and for his own future. He didn't demand a maximum amount of money for a minimum amount of work. Nor did he expect pay for no work at all. Come to think of it, he didn't demand anything. That hard-handed pioneer just looked out there at the rolling plains, stretching away to the tall green mountains, and then lifted his eyes to the blue skies and said, "Thank you, God. Now I can take it from here." Thank you, God. Now I can take it from here. Now that spirit isn't dead in our country. It's dormant. It's been discredited in some circles, driven underground, but it isn't dead. It's just that a few seasons ago, politicians baiting their hooks with free barbecue and trading a Ponzi promise for votes began telling us, we don't want opportunity anymore, we want security. We don't want opportunity, we want security. We don't want opportunity, we want security. They said it so often we came to believe it. We want security. And they gave us chains, and we were secure. Suddenly, with our constitutional guarantees depleted, with our national character eroding away, with our tax laws penalizing those who dare to prosper, with workers concentrating on how little they can get by with instead of how much they can produce, suddenly we looked overhead one day to discover that the first tin moon in space was a Russian accomplishment. That free men dragging their feet had been outdistanced by slave workers dragging their chains, and we were sore afraid. Perhaps this was a disguised blessing too. Maybe a dramatic accomplishment by this Cold War adversary was necessary to get us off our dead centers and back to work again. If we can revive in ourselves, then in our youth, something of that basic American's creed, the horizon has never ever been so limitless. For man stands now on the threshold of his highest adventure of all. His first faltering footsteps into space. 20 years from today, half of the products you will be using in your everyday living aren't even in the dictionary yet. We've got it made. If we just keep on keeping on, we've got it made. And if we don't, we will follow those other great nation states of history, the graveyard of ignominious oblivion. History promises only this for certain. We will get exactly what we deserve.
Freedom's Chain, Akira the Dumb Pull, Harvey out now on all platforms. Love my family. Love my family. Love my family. Whoa! Hey. Love my family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. Love my family. Love my family, truth and justice. 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 I love my family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. I. My brother Severus. It was through him I encountered Teresa, Ovidius, Queso, Dion, Brutus, and conceived of a society of equal laws, governed by equality of status and of speech, and of rulers who respect the liberty of their subjects above all else, and from him as well to be steady and consistent in value and philosophy, and be eager to help others, and be eager to share, not be a pessimist, never to doubt your friend's affection for you. Aye, people in kind, his disapproval, they always knew it, and that his friends never had to speculate about his attitude to anything. It was always clear. Love my family, love my family, I 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 love my family. To share, to help others and be eager to share, to help others and eager to share, to help others and be eager to share. Aye, Maximus, self-control and resistance to distractions, optimism in adversity, especially illness, personality and balance, dignity plus grace together, doing your job without whining. Other people's certainty that what you said was what you thought, and what you did was done without malice. Never taken aback or apprehensive, neither rational or hesitant, or bewildered, or at a loss, not obsequious, not aggressive or paranoid either. Generosity, charity, honesty, the sense he gave of staying on the path that of being kept on it, that no one could have ever felt patronized by him or in a position to patronize her. A sense of humor. Love my family, love my family, truth and justice. 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 Love my family, help others and be eager to share, to help others and be eager to share, to help others and be eager to share, to help others and be eager to share. What? Oh man. Make some noise to Marcus Aurelius. What's up, Rod? So appreciate you, baby. Hey, loads of people got babies. We got more votes than we got viewers. And the baby vote says, like 40% of people got babies. 60% of people don't have babies. So there's a lot of room for baby acquisition. You know, out there in the MEANINGWAVE autonomous zone, we got room for MEANINGWAVE acquisition. Squiggly Dick has got news, and this is good. Calais and I just finished putting on costumes and about to bounce to head to a Halloween party. Bless you guys. Bless the MAZ. Costume photos will be on the Telegram by... What are the costumes? What are the costumes? Huh? What are the costumes? We need to know. You're going to have to keep an eye on the Telegram. Yo! T.me/Kira the Don. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it is. T.me/Kira the Don. Come on. What up, Horbster says, hey, Kira, I saw you at Decentraland. You absolutely killed it. I didn't know you could rap like that. The visuals were sick too. I took a bit of a screen recording, but my internet was a little slow. You want? Yeah, baby. Send that through. A couple people sent through some footage, and I wanted to basically, if lots of the more people that sent through footage, I wanted to make a video combining the footage to make like a music video for like at least one of the tracks, just comprised of people's crowd footage, you know. Of course, I only had the fucking idea like 2 minutes before it went live, you know. So I got like 4 angles or some shit. So if anyone has any footage from Decentraland, please do send it through. And you know, that would be nice. And I can make another video. I got so many videos in the works right now. I got so many videos in the works right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Very, 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 very many things. So many things coming up. It's hype. Currently, I just finished 2 days ago. I just finished the next album, and then went straight into the album after that the next day, and that's just flowing along magically. And then last night I had an idea. So I dropped the DSP schedule. And DSP schedule, that's digital streaming platform release schedule. You know, so we hitting that motherfucker every Friday, like boof. You know, and there's a couple of slight rejigs. Moved a couple things around, but let me hit you up with the so what we got, October to December 2021. Where are we at now? Oh shit, we're at the end of October. So where do we have 29th of October? We had an album, and that came out today. That was the 50 track Lo-Fi Beats Alpha beat tape. That basically what that does is that compiles 50 instrumental tracks that I produced between May 2020 and September 21, so just over a year. And it's like the beats that one might define as lo-fi, you know. For some of them, 50 of them, including some that you've never heard before, you know, including some that you have, of course. And they've also been, a bunch of them have been like edited and rearranged in order to kind of work more optimally with the beat tape format. For example, you know, some of our tunes are like fucking, you know, there's like a 7-minute long tune, and maybe that's cool in the context of the vocal version, where you're, you know, where you've got someone, you know, communicating a message. But as an instrumental, sometimes you don't want an instrumental to be that long. You want it to be shorter, you know. On a beat tape, I find oftentimes you want the tunes to be shorter. So on Lo-Fi Beats Alpha, for the first time, I've edited and rearranged a lot of the instrumentals to be more concise and hit certain points quicker and shit like that. Anyway, 50-track instrumental album out now on all platforms. Next week, we've got a single. It's a vocal single, a vocal track, which I recorded last week. I wrote it very quickly. It came together very quickly. It was a wonderful example of zone inhabitation. And I'm very excited for you all to hear that. I think you're going to like it a lot. The week after that, we got another single, another vocal single. That one features someone who is beloved in the Meaningwave universe. We haven't heard from for a while, so that's exciting. You're going to love that. And that's on when's that? The 12th. The 12th of November. Then on the 19th of November, we've got an album. Got a whole new album dropping. And then on the 26th, the week after that, we got a single. Brand new single, vocal single. The week after that, we have another brand new vocal single. The week after that, we have another album. That is on the 10th of December there. So we got an album on the 19th of November, then another album on the 10th of December. And then on the 17th of December, we've got another vocal single. And then on the 24th of December, we've got a special mystery project. I ain't even going to tell you what format that takes. That's a beautiful Christmas gift for you all. So that's what we have coming up between now and Christmas. You know, between now and Christmas. So you can look forward to enjoying brand new Meaningwave every week between now and Christmas. How about that? Tim W says, I've got 4-month-old meaning twins. meaning swings. And that's nice. And yeah. Horbster says, how do I send? Send to wecare@meaningwave.com. wecare@meaningwave.com. Eggman Reed says, no audio, but apparently you don't need it. I do need it. Well, basically, you need audio so that you know where the fuck it is in the context of the set, so I can line it up with the other stuff so it makes sense. But if it's, I guess one could possibly be able to work it out from the visuals. One could be able to work it out from the visuals, so that could work. Yeah. Ill Ink says, I have not located a proper baby daddy yet. Well, you know, I think if that's the thing that you want, you know, if you're going to make that the thing that you want and you're going to focus your energy on that, I think it will happen. Of course it will happen. Where do you find people these days? Do you go to the supermarket? I don't know how people get together with people these days. I guess you could hang around in Meaningwave live streams and you probably meet someone appropriate. I think it depends, you know. I mean, are you still trying to go to space in the near future? You know, you got to decide what it is you want. Oh, yeah. Tim W. says, Tom Hanks lo-fi tracks. Ugh. Cursed Sonics. Ill Ink 6, yes, you could easily line it up with visuals. I wouldn't say easily. I mean, you could. Yeah, you could. You just have to... No, because, I mean, you were you there? Did you see the Decentraland thing? There's a lot going on. It's very... it was very beautiful. Very beautiful. Ikeman Reed says, how old are you, Ink? Fucking hell. Is that how you step to a lady? Is that how you step to a lady? I mean, she's out there announcing a demand for a baby daddy. Ikeman Reed's like, how old are you? Yo. Sway says, join an activity. Oh, wait, that's how to make a friend. No, it is also how to meet a lady. That's definitely a great way to meet a lady, is join an activity. Like a drama club. When I was a kid, I used to go drama clubs, meet ladies. You know, there's lots of ways to meet ladies. Activities is definitely one of them. You know, you go to CrossFit. There's ladies that CrossFit. But the thing is, you have to be, probably, if you're going to try and impress a lady at CrossFit, you're going to have to be strong. Because ladies at CrossFit are pretty strong, you know? And they could do crazy shit like fucking like 100 burpees and shit like that. And like pick up heavier barbells than you know? So, yeah, maybe that'll work. That could work for you. What did Tim want to hear? Tim wanted to hear a song. Where's Tim's song request at? Where is it? Ah, there you go. Oh, Tim wants to hear a song that isn't out yet. Tim wants to hear an unreleased song that I have played a couple times on the streams. I've played it a couple of times on these here streams. It's unreleased. It's not a finished mix. It's the rough early mix, you know, from a record that, you know, isn't out yet, you know. But, you know, we love you, Tim. Tim's a Meaningwave Metaverse Universe legend. I believe Tim owns the Discipline is Freedom NFT. Is that correct? I think so. Kevin Little says, a jar of fuck, which is just a delightful statement. Absolutely delightful statement. Illa Ink says, I do not know how people find people these days. I am a hermit that wants to go to space. But I also have the biological urge to produce superior progeny at this ripe age of 42. Yeah, this is one of the fucking major issues with the modern world. You know, like, ladies want to go to space, and they also want to have babies. You know, space and babies. How can you fit these two things together? Maybe there's a way. I think there's a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. Go forth, be mighty. This is a song for you. You all. As requested by Tim W. As requested by Tim W. Wondering if the album on the 12th, it could be a Peterson album, could it? Could it? Who knows? I know. I'm not telling.
Why would I put my job on the line to have an opinion? I know why. Because the ability to speak your truth is the bulwark against hell. And losing your job? That's nothing. That's nothing compared to where things can go when they go badly. For me, it was just preventative. It's like, this isn't going in a good direction. Oh, should you take a risk? It's like, you don't have that choice. You're silent? That's a risk. Now, most people don't understand the risks of silence. I happen to understand the risks of silence because I've been studying them for years. It's my language. I'll take responsibility for what I say. I'm not saying no. It's my language. I'll take responsibility for what I say. I'm not saying words. Hey, I know where corruption of speech leads, and I'm not going there. And one of the things I tried to learn when I was taking apart what happened in Auschwitz and trying to put myself in the position of an Auschwitz camp guard, which, by the way, you can do if you use your imagination a bit. I wouldn't call it exactly the world's most pleasant meditative experience. You can conjure that part of yourself up if you want, and that'll teach you something about what you're like. People don't do it because it's too frightening. But I know perfectly well that I could do that sort of thing. And so once I learned that I could do that sort of thing, and maybe that I could even enjoy it, I thought, okay, fine, I get it. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to live so that if that opportunity was presented to me, I wouldn't take it. It's my language. I'll take responsibility for what I say. I'm not saying your words. It's my language. I'll take responsibility for what I say. I'm not saying your words. And I think that's the lesson that people need to learn from the 20th century. That's what human beings did. Okay, well, we're all human. Okay, so how is it that we should live so that we don't do that again? Well, part of that is to try to say the truth. Part of that is to try to say the truth. No matter what. No matter what. Because the alternative is worse. And it is worse. It's my language. I'll take responsibility for what I say. I'm not saying your words. It's my language. I'll take responsibility for what I say. I'm not saying your words. It's my language. I'll take responsibility for what I say. I'm not saying your words. It's my language. I'll take responsibility for what I say. I'm not saying your words. Say no. You can say no. You can say no. You can say no. You can say no. One of the things that has blown me away in the last year, a large proportion of my audience has been young men, and I've spoken to them a lot about responsibility. People are starving for the antidote, and the antidote is truth and responsibility. Truth and responsibility. Truth and responsibility. People are starving for the antidote, and the antidote is truth and responsibility. That's the secret to a meaningful life. Without the meaningful life, all you have is suffering. things that I've spoken about, because I can see the audience and I can feel how the audience is reacting, because I'm always paying attention.
Whoa, shit. What are we doing? What are we doing up in there? Yo, what is going on up in this thing? Yo. Akira the Dawn, what you doing playing these unreleased things? They're not even mixed yet. What are you doing? What are you doing?
And one of the things that has blown me away in the last year, a large proportion of my audience has been young men, and I've spoken to them a lot about responsibility. People are starving for the antidote, and the antidote is truth and responsibility. What? Truth and responsibility. Truth and responsibility. People are starving for the antidote, and the antidote is truth and responsibility. That's the secret to a meaningful life. Without the meaningful life, all you have is suffering. What? What's so odd about this is that of all the things that I've spoken about, because I can see the audience and I can feel how the audience is reacting, because I'm always paying attention to all of you, I get some sense of how what I'm saying is landing. What happens is if I talk about responsibilities, everyone is silent and not moving, focusing, attentive. Pick up your responsibility, pick up the heaviest thing you can and carry it. And the room goes quiet and everybody's eyes open, and I think, that always makes me break up. People are starving for the antidote, and the antidote is truth and responsibility. Truth and responsibility. Truth and responsibility. People are starving for the antidote, and the antidote is truth and responsibility. That's the secret to a meaningful life. Without the meaningful life, all you have is suffer.
What? Shit, Akira the Dawn. What you doing playing these unmixed, unfinished, unreleased songs? Shit.
He's got clout.
Oh, this is all your fault, Tim W. It's Tim W's fault. I think it was Eichmann Reed's fault as well. I think it's all your fault. I think it's your fault too, Kevin Little. Yo! It's your fault, Maria Lezak. Hey! We haven't done the international high five. We have not done the international high five. Yo. Il Ink says, I haven't seen Squid Games yet. What? I don't even know what that is, and I refuse to look it up. Hey! Yo! We haven't done the international high five, okay? We need to do the international high five, otherwise this would not be a meaning stream. Some fucked up shit right there. Imagine that. Yo, how you feeling about those new unreleased songs? Let me know who you are, where you at. How you feeling about those unreleased songs? I'm gonna end this poll. Mostly people don't have, but 61% of the people here do not have any babies. All right, there's like twice as many people that are viewing live have voted somehow, and so there you go. You got your answer, Il Ink. Lots of people here don't have any babies. Hey. There you go. Like this poll thing. I wonder what I don't know. What do I use it for? I feel like I have this power is great power, great responsibility type joints. Yo, Sway says Squid Games grand prize is the USD equivalent of 600. It's not real, is it? Or is it real? I don't know. The Running Man was cool. Running Man was cool. Running Man was cool. Yeah. Doug, thank you for the $4.99. Says, I can only fight for something that I love. Love only what I respect, and respect only what I at least know. That's what's up. Mike Betters in PA says, I need those songs. They are strength and necessary. Benji Fernandez says, Herc is having fun is an unreleased song. Have you heard that? Has he sung that on here? Herky's having fun. It's actually Herky. As in Herky. That's one of his names, Herky. So it's Herky is having fun. Herky's having fun. He sings that when we're in the pool. That's a pool song. Ban this account, says Aphex Mix Police. Jake Gooty says, I loved Running Man. Arnold. Yeah. I like old Arnold. I don't know about this new one. I liked it when Arnold was talking about how much he loved Adolf, you know? Remember when he was talking? I've got to dig out that quote. People are like, oh, Akira the Dawn, you should do Arnold Wave. I was like, yeah. Let me find that clip where he was talking about how he used to have dreams of being a dictator like Arnold. He literally did. Not Arnold, sorry, Adolf. Yeah. He used to have dreams about being some kind of dictator like Adolf. You know, he had a really good workout regimen. I don't know if you've ever read his thing about how he used to get ready for his competitions. What he used to do with him and his homies would go to they'd go like a jungle or whatever, right? And they'd go down to like a pool or like a waterfall type area in the jungle, and they would take a load of booze and chicks, right? And they would do and weights and shit, right? So they would do their workout and they'd pump themselves up on their workout. Then they'd get really drunk and make love with the ladies in the pool, right? And then they would do the workout again, but this time drunk and with the girls watching them type thing. And that's how Arnold and his boys used to prepare for weightlifting sessions. I sometimes think that Arnold fell through a portal. You know this new Spider-Man movie? They're doing all this nostalgia bait now because they've used up all just the idea that Spider-Man's in a movie isn't enough to sell you the movie anymore. So now it has to be like, the other Spider-Man from that good movie's in it. And then the other Spider-Man from that trash movie that you didn't watch, he's in it too. And the baddies from those films are in the movie. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay, maybe I'll go watch that movie then. Because I'm a sucker for nostalgia. That's what people do, because people are suckers for nostalgia. Nostalgia is a drug. Nostalgia is bait. So they be nostalgia baiting the fuck out of people with these things because the thing themselves is not enough anymore. But the point on that, what was my point on that? I had a point on that. Something to do with Arnold. Oh, yeah. So, the idea is that, Spider-Man opens up, a fucking portal or something into the multiverse. And then, other versions of him and evil versions and shit like that come through, right? I think that shit happened at some point in, the 90s. And our Arnold got swapped for some fucking doof. And, other people got swapped too. Eminem got swapped. After the Marshall Mathers LP, he got swapped for fucking annoying Eminem from another universe that wears a stupid hat and has a drawn on facial hair. You know what I mean? That's what a villain would do. A villain version of Eminem would definitely draw on a fake beard with a fucking eyebrow pencil. You know what I mean? That's what a villainous Eminem would do. So we got the villainous Eminem now, and I want to know where the good Eminem is. The good Eminem. Where's the good Eminem? He must be hanging out with the good Arnold. You know what I mean? And yeah, I want to know what's going on in that world. You know what I mean? I want to see that movie. Anyway, shouts out to all of y'all. Thank you all for being here. Kevin Little says, I'll be back for the International High Five. Shit, we'll do it now. Let's do it now. Shouts out to everyone who's here. We're going to do the International High Five right now. 3, 2, 1. Hi! Ooh, baby, come on. Yeah. What's up, Rodzo? Appreciate you sent us through a super chat that says, I love you. Isn't that nice? That is utterly nice, that is. Thank you to everyone who's been here. It's time for me to get out of here. I've got to finish the single that's coming out the week after next. I've got to finish that. Get it over to my Australian. You know. Shouts out to Modest Pelican. Shouts out to Australia. There's so many fine Australians, but yeah, shouts out to Modest Pelican. Boys. Shouts out to everyone locked in. Thank you to everyone who supported us tonight. Thank you, Dark. Thank you, Rodsaw. Thank you, Landy Lodge. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Moran. Alec! Thank you. Michael McRae. Thank you. Bravery. Thank you, Hey! Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you, Axel Stacks. David Merwin. Robert Easley, all of you. Shouts out everyone who's here. Dark just sent us a super chat. It says, thanks 1,000 times. Think 1,000 times before taking a decision, but after making this decision, never turn back, even from 1,000 difficulties. Interesting. That's like the opposite of what I do. That's the actual opposite of what I do. I'll be on that Bruce Lee. Don't think, feel. Keep moving like a shark. I had Paula, our homie, neighbor homie. She came over last night to play some guitar for me. I was like, she has a guitar. I was like, hey, you've got a guitar. Do you want to play some guitar on a song? She's like, I can't play guitar, but cool. So all right, cool. So she comes around. She's got a guitar. She's got like maybe 3 chords. She's like, I was like, what key you in? She goes, I think I'm in G. She plays a chord. It's A. It's near it. Well, it's not fully A. It's kind of somewhere between, you know. But it's kind of got a nice lo-fi quality to it. And you know, I open up my sample library and I just like just type in like words or whatever and like pull out. And this is like 20,000 sounds, you know. The first sound I pull out is a horn sound. It sounds perfect. All right, cool. Let me just put in another weird little combination. Pull out the first thing. It's a little bit of a string. It sounds perfect. She's like, how are you doing this? I was like, I don't know. She's like, do it again. Pull out a bit of a vocal, perfect, do it again, pull out another vocal, they sit perfectly together, they sound really nice together, keep moving. And then I notice something. Actually, fuck it, I'm going to play it you just so you see how crazy it is. This is a completely unfinished just a little fucking idea that we were playing with last night, because like Paolo, neighbor homie, had a guitar, you know. And listen to what the vocal samples are doing, and just listen to that. And you'd be like, what? I was like, what? Anyway, unused beat. Where did I put this? Yeah, here we go. Little rough beat idea thing. Deck locked. Fuck you. There you go. This isn't mastered. I'm gonna have to make it loud. It's you know, it's very much just a rough in progress idea. And let's start with that. So that's it. So that's the guitar, right? And then I noticed there were some dogs barking in the background of part of the sample, and I was like, oh, we can build a percussion around that. So you'll see. Shit. So the first little vocal sample there from an old barbershop quartet band is going, tell me, tell me. And then the female vocal sample is going, I promised I would never ever tell. When I picked those out, I wasn't paying attention to what they were saying. I just was going for the sonic texture and how they right? I didn't pay attention to the words. Paola pointed that out. She thought I did that deliberately. Out of 20,000 samples and potential outcomes, I just pull out of there 2 little vocal samples that speak to each other. Isn't that crazy? No, it isn't crazy, because that's exactly what happens. Shouts out to those dogs. Can you hear those dogs barking in the background? Woof woof. Fucking dogs is barking in time. Isn't that mad? Yo! So yeah, why did that hell happen? Oh yeah, because Dark said think 1,000 times before but taking a decision. If I thought 1,000 times before taking a decision, I would never get nothing done. So I think 0 times. Hey, thanks, baby. Bebe just came through and gave me agua. Gracias, esposa bonita. Anyway, shouts out to y'all. We was getting out of here. What was I saying? Yeah, thank you to everyone who supported us tonight. God bless each and every one of you. Use that code BABY. Baby. Use code BABY at checkout at meaningwave.com to get yourself a 10% discount for the next 2 days. That's just for you. Just for you, you little cutie. Thank you for being here. If you want to support the wave, you know what to do. You can cop yourself a fine NFT. We got some NFTs for you. What we have currently, we have 2 collections. We got the video collection, and the aim of the video collection is to have a single NFT for each Meaningwave video release. So we're doing them as new ones are made. They go up, and then we put a couple up every week from the archives, from the vaults, and they tend to get snapped up pretty quick. We put up 2 JBP Wave Classics this week, and they both went. Let me know if there's anything specific you want that isn't there already. And then the other collection is the Meaningwave Art Collection. That's the same deal. We're getting up each art piece, ultimately, to have all of them as a beautiful collection, It's a beautiful thing. Big shouts out to everyone who supported us in that area. Go to meaningwave.com. You can get merch. You can read all the lyrics. We've got a donate page. You can send a donation if you want to help fund get this studio popping. Since it looks like I'm going to be here for a while. All my fucking shit is in the USA. Apart from this shit, I got this shit. This shit is good. I got a technological development this week. It's kind of off screen. You can't see it, but I have on this side of the room. I have a green screen. I got a green cloth, and Juana, lovely landlady Juana, had her boys, who do odd jobs around the place, who are Mayan. They speak Mayan. They don't actually speak Mexican. They speak Mayan, these dudes. And they came around here and erected a really beautiful curtain pole made out of a piece of a palm tree, like a big long bamboo or some bamboo type shit. It's quite the most beautiful curtain rod I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, what's kind of cool about those guys is they speak Mayan, right? But they speak, when they were doing measurements, they did those in Spanish, because in the Mayan language, there aren't enough numbers. There's no 120. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots. Once you get past 5 or something, it just becomes lots. Because they had no reason to be being mad definitive about numbers over a certain amount. Isn't that crazy? And I heard someone talking about that a little while ago. I can't remember who it was. It might have been I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was my Masonic homie. My Masonic homie, Canadian. But yeah, there's a bunch of languages. Oh no, it was Marshall McLuhan, another Canadian, but not a Mason as far as I know. I think that was part of like the Greco-Roman invention or something, was to have lots of, to be able to count very high. But it was really cool seeing it in real life, these Mayan fellows, with little bits of Spanish to put up my green screen. Anyway, so I've got a green screen now. over that side of the room so we can start doing some green screen activities. I actually did a little bit of green screening in the video for Thank You God. There's a bit where my beautiful face suddenly appears, you know, and that was done with that green screen. So we're getting things together, you know, everything that's in this room, most of it are like, you know, fitted in a suitcase type shit. But we've started, I don't know if you can see in the background here, but I've got some sound panels now. I've got some acoustic panels. They're not the beautiful ones that I built with my fair hand, but they're working. As you can hear, yo, there's much less reverb in this room now. So yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, meaningwave.com. Buy some merch, and there's a donate page if you want to donate to rebuilding the Don Studios again. And what else? NFTs, that works. And, you know, letting the world know the truth about Meaningwave existing, of course. Of course. Oh, and Dark just sent a few messages. It says, those who want to live, let them fight. And those who do not want to fight in this world of eternal struggle do not deserve to live. It also says, when you're in the light, everything follows you. But when you enter into the dark, even your own shadow doesn't follow you. That's a very good point, actually, about the shadow not following you in the dark. Ooh. Eichmann Reed says you have reverb on. No, that's echo. I had a bit of echo. Echo! All right, turn that off. Now check it out. Yo! Hear that? That's... Compared to what it was really difficult in here. Trying to make records, all the bass was just slapping around the place. It was just like building up piles of it in the corner. It was crazy. Bit by bit by bit, we're getting there. Kenneth Heinbecker's in the house, says, I really like the new JBP music. Thank you. I'm glad you do. I look forward to you hearing it properly and it being mixed. Maria Lizak says, keep this up and you'll have Don Studios all over the world. Well, exactly. What was fucking... This Lo-Fi Beats Alpha record is basically stuff from the past year, just over a year. It has songs in it that were made in Los Angeles. It has songs on it that were made in Texas. It has songs on it that were made in Cancun. And has songs on it that were made in Playa del Carmen. That's just 1 year. What the fuck? This time next year, where we gonna be? Where we gonna be? Who knows, baby? Who knows? I'm excited to find out. And I'm excited to do it with you, you know? Thank you for being here. Beautiful day to be alive. Here at the peak of recording human civilization. With you. My name is Akira the Dawn. This is then the Meaningstream. Meaningstream here on this Halloween Eve. This Halloween Eve. Whatever the thing is. Something like that. And what am I gonna play here? All right, yeah, because I like you. Here's a new song.
Start where you stand, never mind the past. The past won't help you in beginning and new. And if you left it all behind at last, why that's enough, you're done with it. You stand where you stand, never mind the past. The past won't help you in beginning and new. And if you left it all behind at last, why that's enough, you're done with it, you through. This is another chapter in the each day is a backward look. Start where you stand, start where you stand. The world won't care about your old defeats if you can start anew and win success. The future is your time and time is fleet. Bear as much of work and strain and stress. Forget the buried words and bed despairs. Here is a brand new trial right at hand. The future is for him who doesn't dare. Start where you stand, start where you stand. Start where you stand, never mind the past. The past won't help you in beginning anew. And if you've left it all behind at last, why that's enough, you're done with it, you're through. Never mind the past. The past won't help you in beginning anew. And if you've left it all behind at last, why that's enough, you're done with it, you're through. Failures will not help. I'll try and say today's the thing, tomorrow soon will be. Get in the fight and face it unafraid, and leave the past to ancient history. What's been is been. Yesterday's dead, and by it you would neither bless nor banned. Take courage, man. Be brave and drive ahead. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. Never mind the past. The past won't help you in beginning anew. And if you left it all behind at last, why that's enough, you're done with it, you're through. Never mind the past. The past won't help you in beginning anew. And if you left it all behind at last, why that's enough, you're done with it, you're through.
Hey, word exclusive for you, brave residents of the Meaningwave and have Meaningwave Autonomous Zone. Chilling out here with us. You get to hear the brand new shit for anyone else. That's coming out next week. That's brand new. Akira the Dawn. Words by Burton Bradley, who also wrote the words for The Will to Win. You know what I mean? Those words is over 100 years old. Those words is over 100 years old. And yeah, that's out next week. Thank you for being here. We'll be seeing you soon. Meaningwave exists. Happy Halloween. Appreciate you, Noah. Jakowski. Big up you. Clumsy K, appreciate you. Appreciate all of you.